सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, 3rd chapter, page 102, verse number 21. Nahanam hanamatreణ nodayopi yatayatah तत्सिद्धि स्यात्तु तद्धीने हानादानविधर्मके. Sureshwaracharya, dealing with the topic of Tattvamasi Mahavakya, the analysis of Tat Tvam Asi. Unless a person study thoroughly and understand the Mahavakya, Mahavakya means, Maha means big, Vakya means statement, big statement, that is not the meaning. Mahavakya means that which reveals the Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya Vakyam. Mahavakya means a statement that which reveals the Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikyam, the oneness of the individual self and the total self. That is called Mahavakya. Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, and Tattvamasi. So, Sureshwaracharya has taken this Chandogya mantra, 6th chapter, Tattvamasi Mahavakya, having done Atma Anatma Viveka. What is self, what is non-self? 3 bodies come under non-self, or Pancha Koshas we can say. 5 koshas come under Anatma, the non-self. The entire universe also comes under non-self, Anatma. I am the Atma, the Sat, Chit, Ananda, the consciousness, existence principle. Sat, the existence principle. Chit, the consciousness principle. Ananda means Ananda Swarupam. This is the nature of Brahman. I, the individual, naturally, intrinsically, am Brahman. Therefore, my real nature is Sadrupam, Chidrupam, Anandarupam. To recognize that, Upanishad use a method of Mahavakya. Tat, that Paramatma, Tvam, you are. And this individual Tvam Pada Vichara Vachyartha and Tat Pada Vachyartha, both are at the individual level. Mind is Tvam Pada Vachyartha, secondary I, secondary self. At Tatpada level, Vachyartha, the primary meaning. Vachyartha means primary meaning, immediate meaning. Immediately what you get in your mind, the meaning. That is called primary meaning. Vachyartha means a primary meaning. The primary meaning of Tatpada is that Paramatma, the total Ahankara, Sarvajnaha, there also Vachyartha is Sarvavyapi Sarvajnaha Paramatma. Alpavyapi, Alpajnaha, Jivatma. Here mind it is taken at individual level. That is primary self. Primary meaning where primary self is different. Primary self is not the mind. Primary self at individual level is Atma, Sakshi Chaitanyam. So, Vachyartha means Parinami, that which is changing, because mind is changing all the time. Changing mind is called Parinami. Ahankara. Mind means Ahankara Antahkaranam. That is secondary self, which has got arrival and departure in the form of thought. I thought arise, and all other thoughts arrive and depart. From morning to till night, so many thoughts come and go, come and go. In me, this Sakshi Chaitanyam, I am the primary self. Don't get confused between primary meaning and primary self. Primary meaning is Vachyartha. Primary self is Sakshi Chaitanyam. So meaning is different, self is different. Don't get confused or mixed up. Primary meaning, Vachyartha. Secondary meaning, Lakshyartha. Primary self is Sakshi Chaitanyam. Secondary self is mind. Okay, so therefore, this Adamapayi secondary self, Paratantraha. I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am aparinami, without undergoing any thought modification. I, the Atma Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam, the Lakshyartha I. The secondary self is mind, primary self is Lakshyartha I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Aham Sakshi, Anagama Pai. Thoughts rising, aham, always is same. There is no change in that. I am the witnesser of the mind, mental thoughts which are arriving and going. This 21st shloka, if Purvapakshi asks how you establish the Kutastha nature of Atma. Kutastha means steady, unchanging, changeless Atma. How you establish? What way you establish? If you ask a question, 21st shloka is the answer. I can, Sureshwaracharya says, I can establish Sakshi Chaitanyam as Kutastha by proving that Sakshi Chaitanyam is the witnesser, non-changing witnesser of changing thoughts. Thoughts arrival and thoughts departure. That just as in the train, a person standing on the platform looking at the train's arrivals and departures. To know that arrival of train and departure of train, the person, the traveler traveler has come to the platform. He has not entered the train. To talk about the arrival of the train and departure of the train, the traveler must be outside the train, or a person who came there to receive the person who is in the train is waiting for the relative. Some father, one father, he want to receive his father. That time he must be out of the train. He is witnessing the arrival and departure of the other trains and all. So the witnesser of the train arrival and departure must be out of the train, not connected in the train. Like that, primary self, secondary self is arrival and departure, mind, thoughts, arrival and departure. The primary self is the witnesser, non-changing. Primary self, Atma Chaitanyam, is Kutastha. The selfhood of Atma is Kutastha, unlocated. This mind, thoughts are located in the body, located so and so time and so place, desha, kala, parichinnam, limited by one space. Mind in this body, mind in other body. In this body, one type of thoughts. In another bodies, another type of thoughts. So that change will be there in the mind, not in the Atma Chaitanyam. Atma Chaitanyam is locationless, timeless. Up to here, we saw in the last class, look into the shloka once again. Nahanam hanamatrena na udayaha api iyata yataha. Because of the arrival and departure. Udayaha means arrival, hanam means departure. Because of the departure of the thoughts, Atma departure cannot be proved. Atma, because of the departure of the thought, that is proved by, really speaking, Atma only. The arrival and departure. Udaya means arrival, Hana means departure. Just by departure of thought, matrena, just because of the arrival and departure, that witnesser is not affected by. That like emotions you can take. Thoughts means emotions. All emotions comes and goes. That cannot disturb the Kutastha nature of Sakshi Chaitanyam. Tat Siddhi Syat. Even the Hanam and departure and arrival are Tat Siddhi, means because of Atma alone they are available. They are available because of Atma alone. Siddhi Syat means departure knowledge and arrival knowledge of all emotions. You know all your emotions. Morning to till night, how many emotions you are undergoing. All emotions are rising and departing in the Atma only. Tadhinam. Atma is free from all of them. Hana, Dana, Adana. Hana means dropping. Adana. Why here Hana, Adana is taken? Because in the previous verse he said Samyak Jnanam, Mithya Jnanam, Samshaya Jnanam. Therefore he used this word, arrival of Samyak Jnanam, Adanam. You take Samyak Jnanam. No? You don't want to drop. What you want to drop? Samshaya Jnanam. Samshaya Jnanam. Doubtful knowledge everybody wants to drop. Hanam. And Mithya Jnanam also. Erroneous perception. Erroneous knowledge. That also one has to drop. One wants to drop. So dropping Mithya Jnanam and Samshaya Jnanam. I have dropped my Samshaya Jnanam. I have dropped my Mithya Jnanam. That I am the witnesser of my Mithya Jnanam presence also, and my Samshaya Jnanam arrival also. I am the witnesser, I am the experiencer, and I am the knower of that Samyak Jnanam also. After studying Shastra, I am getting Samyak Jnanam. Who is the witnesser? I know when I was not studying Shastra before, I have got Samshaya Jnanam and Mithya Jnanam. After coming to Shastra only, I am getting Samyak Jnanam. So you, the person, is same. 10 years back, before coming to Shastra, that Samshaya Jnanam, Mithya Jnanam was there. Now, the arrival of Samyak Jnanam also you know that. So, this Samyak Jnanam arrival and Mithya Jnanam, Samshaya Jnanam getting rid of, who is the witnesser? Vidharmake. Vidharmake means I, the Atma, who is free from Hana, Adana, Vidharmake. Really speaking, they are not in me, all are modifications happening in the mind. Because Samyak Jnanam is a vritti, a thought process. Mithya Jnanam is also a vritti, a process, thought process. Doubtful knowledge also is a thought process. In me, the Atma, who is attributeless, Vidharmake means who is attributeless, in me there is no possibility of thought process. Either right knowledge or wrong knowledge or doubtful knowledge, they are not possible, but they are all witnessed by me. That means I must be the Kutastha, non-changing witnesser. Mind is a changing witnesser of the world. Mind undergoes a change when it is witnessing the world. I, the Atma, am non-changing witnesser. The witnesser would also from the standpoint of witnessed. Otherwise, I am not called as witnesser also, really speaking. So, this is the meaning. Every departure presupposes a non-departing entity. Every departure presupposes a non-departing entity. Because thought changing, who is speaking thought changing? Non-changing entity must be there to talk about the changing thought, departing thought, arrival of new thought. Arrival of new thought, new object you say, new thought will come, new emotion will come. The arrival of new thought also presupposes that non-arrival witness consciousness. Very nice, interesting shloka. Now we'll enter into the 22nd verse. Evam agamapai hetubhyam dhutva sarvanamaatmanah tatastattvamasit hanti Antyasmadi nijam tamaham. Tune has changed. Okay. Evam. Thus. Thus means after establishing Atma is Kutastha. So Anatma, Atma Anatma Viveka alone is not sufficient. We should not be satisfied with Atma Anatma Viveka. I told you, when I was doing sadhana, I used to do Atma Anatma Viveka. I reached third climax. I know what is Atma, I am conscious of. Anatma is everything Anatma. But that is not the ultimate journey. You have not reached the ultimate. That is why Mahavakya is very important. Atma Anatma Viveka, you arrive at Dvaitam only. But our journey, culmination is what? Advaita Jnanam. Ekameva Adviteyam. There is no second thing. Second thing is there. It limits me. I am not complete person, I am not having full satisfaction. Second entity is there, it limits me, it threatens me, it frightens me. Therefore, Advayam Brahma, I have to understand means I the Atma, I am the Paramatma, Aikya Jnanam is required. Anatma has to be falsified. Anatma has to be falsified. It has to be proved as mithya. Until that time, without Mahavakya Jnanam, you cannot disprove the Anatma. Otherwise, Anatma standing separately, family, body, mind, profession, possessions, all appear to you as real. Then they will cause you so many problems that will not help. Atma, Anatma, Viveka, Anatma standing like a tiger. Therefore, Mahavakya necessity, Sureshwaracharya emphasizing. So, primary self behind the secondary self Vyavahara. When the secondary self is doing Vyavahara, there is primary self behind that. So, Mahavakya, when you come to Mahavakya only, mind loses its status, mindhood. It loses its selfhood. Selfhood means it is telling no ahankara, I am, I am, I am. That false selfhood. That false selfhood will go away when you come to Mahavakya. Therefore, what secondary self has to be converted into non-self. That Anatma, non-self, has to be converted. What is that? Secondary self has converted into non-self, and there is no Anatma at all. This is the difficult task. Anatma, it is a matter made out of 5 elements and all will understand. But that is a mithya, not at all there. Like rope snake, it appears, but it is not there. Similarly, here also, secondary self, parinami, ahankara, secondary self, mind, has to be converted into, that is anatma. Secondary self is anatma, it has to be converted into non-self. But moksha cannot eliminate fear. People think once we get moksha, we will be free from all fear, etc. Abhayam pratishtam vindate, you also said, Swamini, there is no fear for a jnani. Understand this here properly. If you get moksha also, if you become a jnani also, fear will not go away. Then how Upanishad can say like that in Taittiriya Upanishad? Abhayam pratishtham vindate udaramantaram kurute adatasya bhayam bhavati. Whoever sees the difference, Dvaitam, he will have fear. Whoever knows that Advaitam, there is no fear, Upanishad said. So we should not misinterpret. We have to interpret properly. That means Abhayam means fearless, means even after knowledge, old age continues, death of the body takes place, and fear, mental modifications will exist. Then what is that fearlessness? I recognize I, the Atma Chaitanyam, who is mindless. Mindless Atma I am, watching the fearful mind. I, the Atma, who am mindless. Paramarthika Satyam. Mind is Vyavaharika Satyam. Therefore, I am the mindless Atma, witnessing the fearful mind. Fear is in the mind, not in me, the Atma. Not in me, the Atma. Fear is in the mind. Mind is mithya. Mind is not me. Mind is not mine. It is not me. It is not mine. It is mithya. So therefore, I am free from all mental fevers, mental agony. So fear continues in the mind. But FIR reduction, frequency of fear will reduce and you will recover immediately. Intensity of fear also will reduce after knowledge. Recovery period also, you will come out of that fear immediately. That process will go on and on at a mind level. You can do that. Don't expect what cannot happen that you should not expect. Mind can never be fearless 100%. But drastically it is reduced because you have understood that mind is mithya. So mind level, we can do lot of improvement. That is a hobby. Now look into the shloka. Anagamapayi hetubhyam. First we'll take sarvan atmanaha anatmanaha dhutva. Mind is neither me, mind is neither me nor belong to me. So if I say mind is me, ahankara problems will continue. If I say mind is me, Swamini, this mind alone is creating a lot of problems, emotional upsets all coming in the mind. And if you say I am the mind, ahankara problem. If mind is mine, you say also mamakara problem. That mind alone creates mamakara. That mind alone is ahankara. Therefore, what I have to say, I am not the mind. Mind is not mine also. Why? Mind is mithya. Mind is mithya. So elimination. Eliminate the mind. Dissociate with all anatmas. Anatmanaha. Sarvan anatmanaha means all the 5 anatmas. 5 and crores are there anatmas. But surrounding us, most important anatmas are what? Family, body, mind, possessions, profession. These are the main anatmas. So Atma is all pervading is also not correct. We say Atma is all pervading. Atma is neither here nor there nor all pervading. Normally we say Atma sarvagataha, all pervading. How far these statements are correct? Sarvan atmanah anatmanah dhutva, having dropped, dhutva, having dropped. Here dhu dhatu, here dropping. Dhutva, having dropped. What? Sarvan anatmanaha, all the anatmas. Anatmanaha dvitiya bahuvachanam. Object of dhutva. Nakarantaha pullingaha atman shabdaha. Dhutva. So Mahavakya does what? It destroys dhutva. Dhutva means eliminate. Dhunoti, 5th conjugation, parasmaipadi. To eliminate. Dhutva, having eliminated these 5 anatmas. Agamapayi hetubhyam. Why I have to drop these emotions, which are happening in the mind, I have to convert that mind as a non-self. Why? Because agamapayi hetubhyam, because of this reason. Because of this reason. What reason? By arrival and departure logic, I have to drop. By arrival and departure logic, above said shloka, we saw that above shloka, agama apayi, samyak jnanam, right knowledge coming, apayi means wrong knowledge going, and mithya jnanam going. All thoughts and emotions are agama apayi because of this reason. Because of this reason, Sakshi Chaitanyam is the primary self. You understand, and all these arrival and departing thoughts are anatma dhutva. Eliminating them means falsifying them. I am not here, I am not there, I am not everywhere means what? If I say I am here, it is a location. I am there means it is also a location. It is also a limitation. I am all pervading also is not a right statement. Then I have to say what? When everything is in me, I am here, I am there, I am everywhere also not correct. Every object what is here is in me. Every object what is there, it is in me. Every object wherever, in all places, they are all in me only. Instead of saying I am here, I am there also, I am everywhere also, all are in me. Here, there, everywhere, whatever I say, all are in me. Tat, tataha. Therefore, Mahavakya comes. Tataha tattvamasi iti etat hanti. This elimination, this destruction of this anatma can happen when only when Mahavakya takes place. After pushing the mind. After pushing the mind far away, dhutva means pushing far away, tattvamasi iti etat asmadi nija tamaha hanti. Asmadi means in me, the Atma, self-mind, and its nijaha means its own. Tamaha means self-ignorance. Asmadi, in the self, in the mind, whatever ignorance is there is hanti. What is that destroying that ignorance? Tattvamasi iti. Etat body, mind, complex, anatma bhava, that is nijatamaha. Taking myself, body, mind complex, identifying with the body, identifying with all anatma possessions and more abhimana is because of tamaha. Tamaha means ignorance. Nija tamaha means its own self-ignorance. Asmadi. Asmadi means Sakshi Chaitanya, primary self, is there. In that only, because of that only, the Chidabhasa happened. In that Chidabhasa, the mind only, this ignorance is there. That is destroyed. Hanti. The primary self, the knowledge comes. This will go away. Tamaha means Mula Vidya. Mula Vidya will go away. In short, we can say Mahavakya destroys that avarana. Tamaha means avarana, covering, veiling principle, that is Mula Vidya. Mahavakya destroys avarana of Mula Vidya. In Mula Vidya, Vikshepa also is there. Vikshepa can be continued. Remember, Mula Vidya has got Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. Because of Vikshepa Shakti only, you are seeing that son, daughter, and other people in the family because of Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa Shakti need not be dropped, it need not be destroyed. It is my glory, Vikshepa Shakti. Mula Vidya is my power. That power has got Avarana Shakti and Vikshepa Shakti. That is why in Ishvara there is no Avarana Shakti. Ishvara need not go and study Naishkarmya Siddhi. Ishvara is a Jnani. Ishvara, because of his Vikshepa Shakti only, he is creating the entire universe. Ishvara doesn't have any Abhimana on this universe. There is no Avarana. Whereas the Jiva, individual, has got Vikshepa Shakti also, create, imagine, speculate, and create his own dreams. A lot of things he also can do. At the same time, Avarana is there. That has to be dropped. In knowledge, Mahavakya Jnanam, we drop Avarana of Mula Vidya, not Vikshepa Shakti. That is why after knowledge also Jnani looks at the world as it is. A Grihastha Jnani is there, he looks at his wife as wife only. She won't appear differently. Okay. He knows what is the reality of the wife, his wife. Similarly, that suppose a woman, wife is a Jnani, she knows that husband is husband, appear as it is. Vikshepa Shakti is as it is functioning. Only Avarana Shakti is removed. People mistake. Jnani means you should not see the world, you should not talk. Jnani means he should not eat like that, he should not mingle with the people like all other people. People think like that. All wrong notions. If you take Krishna, see how a great Jnani, Janaka Maharshi, great Jnani, and all the Maharshis are Jnanis. There as it is, Vikshepa Shakti continues without Avarana. That is what here Mula Vidya destroyed means. Avarana Shakti of Mula Vidya is destroyed by this Sakshi Chaitanya Jnanam. Aham Brahma Asmi Sakshi Chaitanya Jnanam Tattvamasiti Etat Hanti Asmadi Nijastamaha. Where is the Jnanam? If I study, I get knowledge, I am benefited. If my wife study and she will get knowledge, another person study, he will get knowledge. That ignorance in whom, Nija means in itself, the Jiva, individual mind, wherever ignorance is there only that it is eliminated. Not other person ignorance is eliminated. My own ignorance is eliminated. That Nijatamaha. Now next 23rd shloka, introduction. Very big introduction. Anubandhoktihi. This is again for the elaboration of this topic. Ityadi punah punaruchyate granthalaghavat buddhilaghavam prayojakamiti tatra yadyapi tattvamashyadi vakyat upadisthita advitiya atmarthavat paroksha sadvitiyartha pratiyate तथापि तु नैवासावर्थः श्रुत्या तात्पर्येण प्रतिपिपादयिषितः प्रागप्येतस्य प्रतीतत्वात् इति इमम् अर्थमाह इत्यादि. This idea is punaha. This idea is punaha punaha uchyate, repeatedly said again and again deliberately. Punaha punaha uchyate. In Kenopanishad also many times that same word Upanishad repeats. Some places you feel why Upanishad is repeating same word many times. Nehananasti kinchana, nehananasti kinchana, tadevatvam brahmatvam vidhi nedam edidam upasate, tadeva brahmatvam vidhi nedam edidam upasate. Like that Upanishad, Kenopanishad also repeats. Like that here also Sureshwara Acharya himself telling, I am repeating again and again, and listeners may feel why the same words, the same thing, why to repeat. Punaha punaha uchyate. If you feel like that, don't feel. Grantha laghavat, repeated by me, because Grantha laghavat buddhi laghavam. See, to no author want to make that text elaborate too much. As short as possible, they want to give the subject matter. More words, more big book, nobody will read. Short and crisp teaching must be anywhere. Even long talk, suppose I talk 2 hours, so you cannot sit. 3 hours I talk, you cannot sit. I have to finish to 1 minute before itself. That is the nature of the mind. Grantha laghavam, simple. For the sake of the book, must be very easy, and it should not go elaborately. Not only that, buddhi laghavam. Buddhi laghava means for the sake of the facility. Buddhi laghava means facility. Grantha laghava, grantha laghavat buddhi laghavam prayojakam iti. This very nice idea. See, even though if I repeat again and again, some pages extra will come. So, Grantha Laghavat, I don't mind even it becomes 2-3 pages extra. Sureshwara Acharya feels. But Buddhi Laghavam, if I repeat more times, the listeners can understand easily. They can comprehend the subject matter easily. That is the facility of comprehension. Up to the listener. Into the listener's mind, I have to reach easily the subject matter I have to put in their minds. Even 2-3 pages extra it goes, doesn't matter. If I write a very short book, nobody is able to understand what is the purpose of writing. Therefore, doesn't matter. In other books also they write repetition is not a dosha. Punarukti is not a dosha. If the student understands, fine, author feels so comfortable, happy also. Teacher also feel happy. Why repetition? Teacher repeats again and again, like doctor repeats about the pathyam. Don't eat this, don't eat that, and repeatedly they say. Why? If I emphasize on the pathyam, medicine will work. Like that, the repetition, laghavam, prayojakam iti, there is a benefit. It is useful for that easy understanding of the listener. Then grantha laghavam. And for simplifying the book, reducing the pages of the book doesn't matter, I don't mind. But the listener should feel comfortable in understanding. That is the prayojan. That is why I am repeating. I am not afraid of that. People feel bored like that. See that dedication of writing to communicate and to make understand the listeners, readers, so that the purpose of that grantha will be fulfilled. Therefore, I am not afraid of grantha and it becomes bigger also, doesn't matter. That's why he uses the word Grandhalaghavat Bruddhilaghavam Prayojakam iti. Tatra. Tatra means with this topic, this being so, yadyapi, in the intermediary stage. Now he is coming to the subject matter. What he said in the second sloka of this chapter in the beginning about Samanadhikaranyam, Visheshya Visheshana, Visheshana Visheshyadhika Sambandhaha, Samanadhikaranya Sambandhaha, Visheshana Visheshya Sambandhaha, and Laksha Lakshana Sambandhaha. He said in the beginning that he is bringing again the same topic. Okay, Yadyapi, in the intermediary stage, Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Why after Samanadhikarana Sambandha, why can't we go to Laksha Lakshana Sambandha straight away? Implied meaning Lakshartha, why can't we go that? No. Intermediary step is required. That is Vishesha Visheshya Visheshana Sambandha. That is important. We have to do that. What is that now? Here he says Ityadi. That Punarukti I am doing because even I said previously, now it is again Tastvamasyadi Vakyad Upadhischita. Here, for example, you take in Visheshya Visheshana Sambandha, Anatma also Jivatma Vachyartha and Paramatma Vachyartha are primary self Vachyartha of Jivatma, secondary self of Jivatma, and secondary self of Paramatma. What are they? Mind and Ahankara. We have both levels Ahankara. Ahankara or Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa of Chidabhasa of Jivatma, Mahahankara Chidabhasa of Paramatma. Both are included here. They are not dropped. Like when you buy a banana, you buy along with the skin. Skin also comes, you put in the bag. Well, you are not going to eat the skin, but you eat the banana, the fruit in the inside. The fruit is important, Lakshartha, but skin is also important for some time. Like that, Thampada Vachyartha, Tatpada Vachyartha. You have to see Thampada Vachyartha is Alpagnaha. In Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha, primary meaning. Again here primary meaning. Primary meaning of Thampada Vachyartha, Tattvamasi Mahavakyat. Now Tattvamasi you have to recollect here. Thampada Vachyartha Alpagnaha. Thampada Lakshyartha is Jiva Sakshi. Tatpada Vachyartha is Sarvagnaha, Sarvavyapi, Hankara, Mahahankara, Bhagavan's. That is Visheshyam, Visheshanam. What are the Visheshanam? What are the Visheshyam? You have to understand here. We are talking about Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Thampada Vachyartha, Thampada Lakshyartha. What is the Visheshanam? What is the Visheshyam? Visheshanam means attributes. Alpajnatvam, that is Visheshanam of Thampada, Jivatma. Jivatma or Thampada Vachyartha is Alpajnaha is the Visheshanam. Thampada Lakshyartha of Jivatma, Jiva Sakshi is Visheshyam. In Paramatma also Visheshanam is there, Visheshyam is there. Adjective. Visheshanam means adjective. Visheshyam means the noun which has got an adjective, Visheshyam. Subject and attribute. So Tatpada Vachyartha also Ishvara Paramatma has got Sarvajnatvam, that is the attribute Visheshanam at Paramatma level, primary meaning of Paramatma. What is the secondary meaning Lakshyartha of Paramatma Tvam Tatpada Lakshyartha? Sarvasakshi. Sarvasakshi. Individual is Jiva Sakshi. Paramatma is Sarva Sakshi. That is the Visheshyam. Visheshya Visheshana. So what you have to remove? Visheshanams you have to drop. Like banana skin you peel out. So Visheshanams are like banana skin. Banana skin. Your duty is with the skin you have to buy. While eating, you have to drop. Why anyhow I have to drop? Why to buy the skin along with the skin? He put the weight also. Weighing machine put and the skin not put on. You are not going to eat anyhow. Okay, you cannot ask the salesperson remove the skin and put the banana. You cannot ask. Because if you buy like that, you cannot eat the banana. So along with the skin you buy. Every one of us does like that only. So Vachyartha Tvam and Vachyartha Tat, between both of them there is a relationship. Visheshya Visheshana Sambandha. Qualified and qualifier Sambandha. What is that qualified? Jivatma become qualified. If Jivatma is become qualified, qualified means Visheshanam. Paramatma is the qualifier, Visheshyam. If Jivatma becomes the Visheshanam, qualified, Paramatma becomes the qualifier. Because mutually they are interchanging the Visheshana Visheshya Sambandhana. Already we saw this. So Paramatma is the qualifier. Qualifier is called Visheshyam. If Jivatma is the qualifier, Visheshyam, then Paramatma is what? Paramatma becomes qualified. Qualified. So they mutually exchange their attributes. Their exchange of their attributes status is called Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Paramatma and Jivatma, their mutual exchange of their attributes is called, that relation is called Visheshana Visheshya Sambandha. Sureshwaracharya says, don't skip this step. Before going to Laksha Lakshana Sambandha, in between Samanadhikaranya Sambandha and Laksha Lakshana Sambandha, don't skip this Visheshya Visheshana Sambandha. That is the idea he wants to communicate here. Then alone Laksha Lakshana Sambandha will work out. Then only you have to go to Laksha Lakshana Sambandha. Via, through Visheshya Visheshana Sambandha you have to go. Why? Because drop the skin. Drop the skin means Sarvajnatvam, Maha Hankara of Paramatma. Drop the skin of Alpajnatvam, Ahankara of Jivatma. It is like a skin. I have to drop. Like that rocket Chandrayanam while going, it drops the fuel tank. One place it drops the first fuel tank. After going to some other distance, it takes and drops another fuel tank. Then it drops in the ocean. Then it goes up. Like that, two fuel tanks like that. Here also, Jivatvam, Alpajnatvam at Jivatma level, Sarvajnatvam at Paramatma level, banana skin like you have to drop. Why to drop? If you don't drop, you cannot get that aikyam. Because with Sarvajnatvam, Alpajnatvam, there is no aikyam. Jivatma, Paramatma can never become aikyam. They can never become one. Only when you drop that. You cannot eat banana with skin. Okay, generally, people don't eat banana with the skin. Therefore, upadischitam. Upadischitam means wanted. What is wanted? Fruit is wanted. Fruit is wanted means this chit is the fruit wanted. Anupadischitam, unwanted skin attributes. Hmm? When mind skin is included, I cannot take the fruit hmm, without mind. You cannot understand. When you want to study Shastra also, with mind you are studying or without mind? That's why Nirvikalpak Samadhi, why we don't encourage. In Nirvikalpak Samadhi, no Jnanam will take place. When mind is working in the class, alertly, vigilantly, then only we can get Jnanam. Therefore, Ahankara part of Jivatma, Mahahankara part of Paramatma also enter in Visheshana Sambandha. They enter Vachyartha and Visheshyam, Visheshana Bhava Sambandha. Vachyartha only has got Visheshanams. So Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha. At Lakshyartha no Visheshana and all. That we go into next Lakshya Lakshana Sambandha. కొంచెం difficult this topic. Try to just receive. Later you can assimilate slowly. Tattvamasyadi Vakyad Upadhischita. What are all Upadhischita? Advitiya, that Lakshya Atma Chaitanyam. Upadhischita Advitiya Atmarthavat. Atma means here Sakshi Chaitanyam. Advitiya, that secondless non-dual. Artha means component. That component, Sakshi component, which is Advitiyam. And Paroksha Sadvitiya Arthaha. This is called skin like, banana skin like. Paroksha means remoteness of Paramatma. Tat means remote. That remoteness of Paramatma, Paroksham, Sadvitiya Arthaha, limitations of Jiva, both are Pratiyate. They are also appear in Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha. Remoteness of Paramatma and Jivatma's limitation, Alpagnatma of Jivatma, Upadhistitam. This stage, they are wanted. They are wanted. Pratiyate. Tadhapitu. Even then, Tadhapitu, na eva asau arthaha. This is not the Tatparyam. Shrutya Tatparyena Pratipipada Ishitaha. This is, don't take, this is the teaching of Veda. Shrutya, by the Shruti, Tatparyena na eva asau arthaha. This is not the meaning. You have to take that remoteness and limitations of Jivatma. No. Pratipipada ishitaha. Pratipaditum ishtam. Pratipadayitum ishtam. Pratipipada ishitaha. Past passive participle, desiderative form and causal form. Desiderative causal form. Prati plus pad dhatu. Pratipipada ishitaha. To establish that, to present this, prag api etasya pratitatvat. Before itself it is known. Before coming to Mahavakya itself, I am Alpagnaha is known. Paramatma is far away is also known. But Veda has to teach unique Apurvata must be there. Anadhikatam only Veda has to teach. What is known is need not be taught by Veda. There is no tatparim of teaching. Your alpagnatvam and Bhagavan's remoteness Veda need not teach, even though Visheshana Vishesha Sambandha, temporarily as a stage in the intermediate stage, we take it. That is the idea. But Pratitattvat, before coming to Shastra itself, you know that you are Alpagnaha, Bhagavan is away from you, that you know. Shastra need not teach about that. Shastra should teach only unique thing what we do not know. Apurvata must be there. There are two more words are there. I will explain in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.